Okay. Oh my goodness. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Live streaming here on YouTube. Me, Tilmen from Nintendo Nation. And soon, I think my channel name will be changed in something different. But
What?
what? That was Shawn from Nintendo Enthusiast and RetroGamingTube. Oh my goodness. Hello. Welcome, Shawn.
What's up? Thank you for
Whoa.
having me.
What?
You got to mute
Was
that.
me in my live streaming. I watched me, and yeah, that was creepy. Okay. Hi.
What's up?
What's up? What's going on?
Nothing, man. Just enjoying the holiday in the States. Got a day off the day job. It's always nice.
Okay.
It's Labor Day. I don't really know what Labor Day is, but I don't have to work, so whatever.
So is it hot in the USA or?
Yes, where I am, it's 90 degrees today.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Oh God! I mean, okay, I'm from Germany, and today we have like 14 degrees Celsius. That's I don't know how much Fahrenheit that is, and I don't know.
It's like
What the hell is going? What? What was that? Is the live streaming okay? I don't know.
fine.
Hello? Shawn, you're not there. Oh my God. What happened? Oh no. I think the live streaming sucked or something. I don't know. What is going on? Okay, everyone. Shawn is out for now. I don't know. I can see him. I can hear him. But I'm here, and I think he will join in very few seconds. I don't know. So, welcome to today's live streaming here on YouTube, and we will, Shawn and me, we'll discuss about that today's announcements about Nintendo NX and Super Mario Galaxy 3 and Pikmin 4. Oh my goodness! Oh, what the hell happened today? And yay, that was really, 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 really crazy, and I don't know. So, oh my goodness. Shawn, what happened? Where is Shawn? I need to come on, everyone. Let's shout out for Shawn. Shawn! Where are you? Shawn! Shawn! Okay. But first, everyone, thank you for joining on today's live streaming, of course. And yeah, and I see people from Germany. I see people from Brazil. Oh my goodness. I see people from Canada. I see everyone from all around the world. And welcome, welcome. And here, look at this. Whee! Pikmin and Mario are joining too. Woohoo! Okay, RetroGamingTube to join this video. Yay! He is back.
Hey!
Yay! Shawn is back. Woohoo!
All right. I don't know what happened there.
Oh my goodness, that was creepy.
Yeah, my internet just decided to reset itself.
Okay, so Shawn, let's start with I don't know. Let's start with what? Let's start with the first thing that was announced. I think that was Pikmin 4, right?
Yeah, it was Pikmin 4.
What did you just do?
I yawned.
You are not excited like me for Pikmin 4?
No.
Why?
Because okay, I actually just wrote an article on this, and I'm sure I'll get a lot of heat for it. Like, Pikmin is cool. Pikmin is a great franchise. Pikmin 3 sold like not very well. And to be talking about Pikmin 4 instead of talking about other things bothers me, because Pikmin is not really a franchise that is going to. Pikmin is a franchise for Nintendo fans, and that's great. But we've already had a Pikmin. Pikmin 3 is only 2 years old. So let's say that it comes out in 2016. Okay, great. That's 3 years. But where's my Metroid? Where's my F-Zero? Nintendo has a million IPs. And to be focused on Pikmin still and talking about it bothers me. It's not necessarily the game itself. It's more of the fact that it's becoming like, a lot of people are excited about it, but those are the people that are going to buy Pikmin. Nintendo needs to be looking at the people who wouldn't buy a game like Pikmin.
I agree. But you know that I don't know why, but a few weeks ago, Square Enix announced Dragon Quest 11 and Final Fantasy 15 or something port for the Nintendo NX, and I was like, seriously, we don't know shit about the NX system, and they're already announcing games for that. And then we saw today Pikmin 4. I mean, okay, that was the first game, and of course, the Eurogamer article also claimed that Shigeru Miyamoto is interested in for Super Mario Galaxy 3, and I was like, oh my fucking god, I want this game right now. But I am seriously very excited about Pikmin. I liked every Pikmin game, and I absolutely agree with what you are saying. Nintendo has tons of IPs out there, as like games like F-Zero or Metroid. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
but Pikmin is not a bad game. No, you're also saying it's not a bad game, of course. But I don't know why they are doing this, and we don't let's don't forget the fact that we don't know if Pikmin 4 is the NX. If, it's still coming for the Wii U, because that Eurogame article didn't say anything about that.
Right. And I think that kind of matters too. I'm kind of under the assumption that it'll be for the Wii U, just because I think that would be a good. I mean, that would be a smart 2016 title for the system.
Mm.
But I don't know, man. Like I don't. Pikmin is awesome, but it's not necessarily what I want to hear about. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Definitely, I agree with you about this, but it's better than hearing nothing,
True.
right? I mean, we are watching how seriously how crappy the VU is doing,
Right.
and we are watching how Nintendo is slightly killing the VU and preparing for the NX. Right? I mean, they're preparing, and those are tiny announcements, and in the end, we will get tons of awesome, lovely games. I
Or will we?
mean,
But see, that's another thing in and of itself. What is the NX?
what is an X? Yes, what is an
like,
X?
like
Seriously,
is
no one knows shit about NX. The NX system is like I don't know. It's a name. The only thing we got here is just a name. It's a project name. Too it's an N, it's an X. We don't know
yeah.
shit about the NX. We heard crappy rumors from in the internet, and everyone is hyping everyone, and I don't know. And I was like, nah, rumors. Yeah, fuck you. I don't care about rumors. And yeah, what is an X? So, what do you think? What is an X?
At first, if you would have asked me like 2 months ago, or I don't know, maybe 4 months ago, what I thought the NX was, I would say a home-based console. But every day that goes by, I think less and less of that. Like I think it's somehow going to be all encompassing with the Wii U and the 3DS. I mean, as much as they're killing the Wii U in terms of software, I really think the NX is going to play a part with the Wii U. I don't think it's just going to be a standard at-home console. Is it going to be a hybrid console? Maybe, but then you'd be killing off your handheld division, which has been, I mean, you wouldn't be killing it, but you would be restructuring it to the point of where, it wouldn't be a viable, steady stream of income because now it's attached to your home console market. So, the games would have to be, it's easier. You don't have to, use all like Unreal engines and all that shit on 3DS games, whereas development costs would skyrocket. So I don't know. It's very hard for me to say, but I don't know. I just don't think it's going to be just a standard standalone console. I'm actually more thinking we did a thing on Class versus Crass with this, where me and Rerez, who's a very popular Canadian YouTuber, got into a discussion on it, and it's almost like it should be an attachment. And people have a negative connotation when it comes to attachments because of previous attachments, but attachments are actually very good. And a lot of people think of Sega with the Sega CD and the 32X, but those were actually very technologically advanced systems. It's just the technology wasn't necessarily there. I mean, some of the games on 32X could not be done on the Super Nintendo, could not be done on the Genesis, period. A game like Virtua Fighter 32X, a game like Virtual Racing Deluxe 32X, those games could not be done on those platforms. So what if the NX was something like where you bought, a standalone thing, and then you attach something to it and it increases the power, sort of like a PC, like you upgrade it to what you need if you want to play this game. And a lot of people are like, well, that wouldn't work because then you would have separate SKUs. You'd have games that would only work on certain systems. But why wouldn't that work when PCs have been doing it forever?
I mean, Nintendo had something like this since the SNES times. I mean, don't forget about the fact that the SNES should be the PlayStation platform with the extra CD, and so you can play with more power and whatever. And the Nintendo N64 had that 64 megabyte RAM pack.
Yeah,
And
the expansion pack.
yeah, expansion pack. Yeah, and the GameCube has that internet connection slot and other connection things. And I don't know, Nintendo has did those kind of things in the past. But there's also a smartphone I saw on Kickstarter. I don't know, you can attach all the different components and upgrade your smartphone with just like a Tetris block. And I don't know, I saw that a year ago, and I don't know what happened with that. I think Facebook or something bought that concept, and I don't know. But how about not going that fast? How about uh, thinking about the NX as simple gaming platform, but uh, just like maybe a streaming only platform? I mean, that would be perfectly. I mean, you can use you can play games in your home. Most of the Americans are using Netflix, for example. I mean, Netflix is a streaming only platform, and everyone is happy about that. And the internet is going bigger and bigger in the rich countries all over the world. And I think that makes totally sense if the NX would be a streaming only platform, or I don't know.
I have to disagree only because, once again, I actually wrote an article on this. um, while things like Netflix are good, every streaming service for video games has failed. If you look at, there was a thing called On Live, which was actually pretty cool. It would, like, I remember I had like a $200 netbook, and I was playing the original Batman Arkham City game on it, because what it did was it was based on your internet connection, and it would just stream from a cloud. Now, if this system was 5 to 10 years away, I could see something like that working. But the fact is, a great majority of Nintendo's titles are not purchased digitally. Um, the Smash Brothers for the 3DS was 20% digital, and that was considered a success. When you look at a company like EA or Activision, they report that 10 to 15% of their sales are digital, where everything else is physical. I do think one day it'll be all digital. I just don't think that the technology is quite there yet, because you still have a lot of people in the United States who live in very rural areas where they don't have. I mean, my boss lives 10 minutes away from me, if that. It's more like 8 minutes. I have high speed internet, 80 up, 25 down, or reverse that, 80 down, 25 up, and he can't get that 10 minutes down the street from me. So,
Mhm.
I would just think a digital streaming console, if it streamed from your house or something like that, okay, that would work. I just think if it's all digital, no physical media, that it's too infancy. It's not there yet.
Yeah, but in PC gaming, I see that it is working. I mean, there's a Steam platform. Okay, that's not a streaming service. That is a platform where you can buy your games digitally and download it on your PC and play it from there. But then I see that PlayStation streaming service, PlayStation Now, I think that's called PlayStation Now. I don't know.
Right.
It's very expensive, but I tried it and it worked so perfectly well. I mean, that worked really, really well. And you know that the Club Nintendo thing is going to an end and it's finished. And Nintendo will announce very soon their new Nintendo whatever's platform. So I think Nintendo will do something like this, but not a direct streaming service. They will do a combination between streaming and downloading some games on the platform. But in my opinion, I mean, you see big programs like Adobe Premiere or Photoshop. They're working on cloud-based systems. You are downloading some files on your PC, but the most files you're working on are on a cloud server, and so everything works totally perfectly fine. And this is like the most stable system I worked on, and I worked for years on Adobe systems, and it's working. I mean, I live here in Germany. The internet here in Germany is in most places are good, and I think in the United States the most place the internet is also very, very good, and you don't need ultra high bandwidth. You can do those streaming services on smartphones, on mobile internet. I mean, that online thing worked on mobile internet, and the internet capacity was good enough. So we don't need hardcore internet for that. So I don't know. 2016, maybe that's what I think about the NX. I don't know anything about the NX, but that would make totally sense for me. I don't know.
If you look in the chat room, there's actually a good conversation going on right now between
Mm,
B Plus Games and the
mm,
Black Birdie. B Plus Games, of course, is
mm,
working on Saber Rider, and he
mm,
did BitBoy Arcade, which is fantastic.
mm,
And the Black Birdie is working on a game called Berserta, and even they're having a discussion of whether or not the NX patent is for or the supposed patent is for the NX dev kit or not, because one is saying that the dev kit does come with the disk drive and one doesn't. So I mean, even developers, aren't seeing eye to eye on this. It's
mm.
very interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is interesting, and in my the NX is not far away. I think the NX will get a release in 2016. Seriously, I think the NX will get a release on 2016. So they need to announce the NX in the next couple of months and show some things. And in my I don't care if the NX is more it has a better hardware than the PlayStation 4 or less hardware. I don't know. I want a better hardware than the Wii U. God, that would be the
Well,
best
I
thing.
mean, technically, the Xbox One has less, power than the PS4, but it doesn't really it doesn't really matter because
Yeah.
of parity. Because they're always going to, if it's a multi-console release, they're
Mm.
always going to develop for the weaker of the consoles. That's why PC gamers get shitted on all the time, because they never develop for the PC. They develop for the home console, which is always less powerful.
Yeah,
So
I read several articles a few months ago that some developers said they will create games that run at the same quality on both consoles, so they don't care if one console is more powerful than the other. And that I mean, that's a good thing in my opinion, and that future DirectX 12 support for Xbox One will not change anything. The head of Microsoft or head of Xbox said that already, so DirectX will do some uh, I don't know, some gimmickly things with Windows 10, and that would be really, really great. And yeah, but let's talk more about the NX and yeah, the NX. We know that the NX will be a gaming platform. That's for sure, right?
yes, yes.
And we know that the NX will not cost that much money because we know Nintendo. So
Allegedly.
yeah,
But wouldn't you rather it cost more money to be something technologically capable? Because do you really want another situation where, it's like a half a generation behind?
no, no. I mean, the the thing why the Wii U is still at $250 or $300, I don't know. It's because of that gamepad. I mean, because of that gamepad function and everything about that gamepad, about the touch gamepad, and I don't know. Nintendo failed with that. I mean, I like my Wii U. I like my Wii U gamepad. I like the games and everything, but there's no support from Nintendo, no real support for that Wii U gamepad thing. And I think if the Wii U gamepad was not there and Nintendo put a standard Pro controller in the Wii U system, that console would cost like $150 or something.
I would like to see them take a more PC approach with, because PCs are so cheap to build nowadays, and just something, make a I don't understand why companies don't try to make a platform
Mm,
that can be self-sustaining, that 5 years down the road you can upgrade it. You can always upgrade a computer, so why can't you do that with a home console? It would just seem
mm,
to make sense to me. I mean, your install base would continually grow, and
mm,
I mean, yes, new hardware does spark, you know, initial hardware sales, as you see with the PS4,
mm,
but wouldn't it be more profitable to just make a platform and then upgrade that platform without making a new platform? See, that's the thing with Nintendo. They always seem to think, like, I don't want to say short term, but like the Wii had to, it was either going to be, the next thing was going to be better, or it would be more motion controls. And obviously, they kind of went with both. And so the Wii U upgrade, I mean, it has to be something different, because it's shown that Nintendo's core audience, I mean, as as bad as it is to say,
mm,
um, the core audience is not buying into everything anymore. If your core
mm.
audience is only 10 million, you got to do something different. And so
Definitely. I mean,
what does different constitute? Do you go after the PlayStation 4 market? I mean, it's almost like you have to go after PC gamers. You have to go after the PS4 and the Xbox One market because
Mm.
they're crushing you in terms of home consoles.
Oh
So
yes.
they have to do something different. And by different, I don't mean different as in unique. I mean different as in something that's going to bring those people in.
Yes, I 100% agree with you with that. I mean, seriously, they didn't need. I don't want more gimmicks or something. I mean, I would be very very happy if Nintendo would give us finally, after years of waiting, a really really good, powerful, solid gaming system. I don't need more. I seriously don't need more. I bought a PlayStation 4. I already pre-ordered an Xbox One because I want games from third-party developers, and there are like no games for on Nintendo systems from third-party developers. Games I want, and the first thing Nintendo really need to do with the NX and all the future systems, they need to have more support from the third parties. And if you want to get those supports, you need to create a solid, powerful system where the developers don't need to recreate a whole game to fix it to for that Nintendo system. So they are creating games for a PC, a PlayStation, and an Xbox platform. And then they saw a fourth platform, and that's not powerful. So let's do another studio to create a messed up version for the Nintendo platform, and that sucks. And I don't know. We already got those games on the Wii U platform, so I don't want this. I seriously don't want this. I don't want gimmicks. I don't want more. Maybe Nintendo will go directly into that I don't know, into that virtual reality thing. What do you think about that? I mean,
No,
that's coming, and everyone is supporting this.
I'm not.
Everyone.
Fuck virtual reality. That's just,
Oh, come on,
I don't
seriously.
I don't like it because you're sitting there with something strapped to your head, and like, yes, it immerses you in the game, but I mean, with that, like, I can't see that being beneficial except for some game. Like, do I want a virtual reality Mario Brothers? Do I want a virtual reality, action platformer? Not really. Like, isn't to me virtual reality is an extension of the Wiimote and the PlayStation Move. It's cool. It's a novelty, but I don't think it'll ever become the standard. I mean, you had people bitching because the Wii wasn't a standard controller, but now people are expected to wear this fucking thing on their head every time they want to play a game and every time they want to, experience a game. Like, no. Like, I don't know. I'm still not sold on virtual reality. I've never been sold on virtual reality. Never.
Are you serious?
Yes, I don't like it. Like, it's fun as a novelty. It's a great novelty, but as a standard, I don't like it.
But I can touch you now. I can touch you. It's working. Oh my god. I can see in everything. No, seriously. I got this the Oculus Rift, and I can play some demos on my PC. And it's fantastic. I mean, I was at Gamescom and Nintendo didn't deliver. At Gamescom, Nintendo sucked seriously.
Right.
They sucked so hard, and I was like, "Oh, I'm a Nintendo platform. I'm going to at Gamescom, and they are not delivering good games. I mean, seriously, what the hell?" And then I went to all the other developers, and of course, the best developers on this planet are still the indie developers, right?
Right.
And the indie developers are doing the thing what Nintendo did, in my opinion, the last time over 10 years ago. They're innovating. They're creating awesome, amazing games, and that's what Nintendo is not doing that good anymore, in my opinion. So I tested the all those virtual reality glasses, of course, Morpheus from Sony, and that Microsoft HoloLens, and I don't know. It was amazing. It was the best thing I have ever tried, and it
But
was
could you
like I was playing Super Mario 64 the first time. That was really a good feeling for me.
but could you play it for 3 hours straight?
Um, a week later, I got my dev kit, and I played GTA 5 for 2 hours straight.
Mm.
I had headaches, seriously, and that was so weird. I was like, oh god, I need to stop, and that was really intense. And in my opinion, the virtual reality thing is not for everyone now, because most people are getting motion sickness. And yeah, my sister, for example, played that for like 10 minutes, and she was like, oh god, I need to go and rest for a while. And she was like, no, that's not for me. And yeah, I don't know, but I
Well, I
think
mean,
it's in some way the future.
in some way, yes, but it's not the future. But are we in the future? I don't think we are. I don't think it's there yet. I think virtual reality and digital only is still a good ways away as far as being the standard. It could be an interesting it could be an interesting novelty. I just don't think as a complete standard of getting rid of your television and getting rid of physical media, it's there yet.
Hmm. I mean, nah. I think physical media will go to an end. I think in the next couple of years, in my opinion. I mean, most people are totally comfortable buying their games online, downloading their games, like me. I mean, like 70% all of my games from consoles or PC are digital, and I'm totally happy with that.
Yeah, I can't get down with that. I like having something, you know, because digital to me just feels like a very expensive rental. Yes, you own it, but you're tied into servers. You're tied. I mean, look at here's a perfect example. Look at Metal Gear Solid 5. Okay,
Mm. Yeah.
the save system for the PC
Mm.
is based on Konami's server. So
Mm.
whenever that server for the game goes down, your
Mm.
saves go down, and your saves are gone forever.
Oh, that's bad.
Exactly. But like I guess they didn't think it through or something, but I mean that's my biggest fear with digital is I can, you know, pop in, you know, Turtles in Time on my Super Nintendo and play
Mm.
it as long as I want. But if I go to the Xbox Live Marketplace to buy Turtles in Time reshelled, it's gone. X-Men Arcade gone.
Mm.
Simpsons Arcade gone. So I mean, it's just
Mm.
I don't like how things can just reappear and disappear with digital. The new wrestling game, W or not new now, but WWE 2K15. Hulk Hogan had a racial slur incident. So what they did was, is he was downloadable content that you paid for. They
Mm.
took him out of the game and removed the downloadable content that you paid for from your game.
Okay.
That's why I don't trust the digital age because what you're doing is if you're giving these greedy motherfuckers more power to do whatever they want with what you purchase from them
Mm.
digitally. They can add things, they can remove things, and you're fucked.
Yes, you are. But in my opinion, it's there is actually a system where Nintendo is really sniffing more money. I'm talking about that free to play games.
Oh yeah. No,
Those
that's it.
are the worst thing ever.
Yeah. Hey,
And
how is
Nintendo
how
is
was
doing Pokemon. Pokemon free-to-play games on the 3DS, and God knows how they will expand this kind of games on smartphone. I mean, they are working with Dina, the biggest smartphone app developer in Japan. I don't know, and they will do shit. And oh my God, they will earn tons of money with this, and that's the worst thing that will happen to gaming, in my opinion.
How was the Soul Reaver game? I saw you play some of it, but viewing it isn't really like playing it.
Which
So
one?
Lost Reavers, excuse me. Project Treasure, didn't you play it?
Lost Reavers. Yeah. That's yeah. That's an example. I played the beta version from that game. It's available in Japan for free download on the Wii U, and it looks like shit, but it worked really well. It worked totally good. It runs in 50 frames per second. The graphics were like on PlayStation 1, and
To me it looked like a PSP game.
yeah, exactly. It is. It is like a PSP game. I mean, seriously, and but the online playability was good. It worked. It worked
That's good.
really well.
I mean, it looks fun, but I don't know. I don't really like free. That's another thing. I don't really care for free to start or free to play games because it's like, just give me the whole fucking game, or
Mhm.
give me a demo. Like, that's all it is a glorified demo, and then you can buy
Oh,
certain parts to it.
I agree.
Like, just give me a whole game. If I like it, cool. If I don't, oh well. If you think I'll like it, give me a demo. Like,
Yeah.
why is free to play and free to start games replacing demos? Like, even on like that's a weird thing all of itself, and we're getting so off topic. But demos seem to be disappearing. you
Yes.
don't you don't see demos anymore, and I don't get why. And now there is a contingency. I have talked with some indie developers where they say that demos take a lot of work to do and whatnot. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of legwork, and sometimes it doesn't really show in the sales. Okay, I get that. You're an
Mhm.
indie developer, you're a small company, that's cool. But these fucking huge ass companies, why are you not putting out demos of your games anymore?
That's why Nintendo is doing those free to start games.
Right, because it's essentially a demo, and then you can buy into it.
Exactly, and I don't like that.
I don't either.
It's basically the same thing. I mean, you are starting a game, and then it ends. Okay, and then you can buy the entire game, and then that's okay. But if you also put more extra content for more money in that as an option, that's not a good idea. And I think Nintendo will do something like this. Free to start is okay, but in combination with free to play with additional content for tons or lots of money, that's not a good idea. But I think Nintendo will do something like this. They're preparing us,
Well,
and
I mean, they already had one with
yes, on 3DS
Rusty
and
Rusty's Real Deal Baseball. And the thing that pissed me off about that game is you could haggle prices and get it for less. Well, what if I didn't know that and I just fucking played the game and then I bought this mini game for $5 when I could have got it for $3? Like,
Mhm.
fuck that. That would have
Yeah.
pissed me the fuck off.
Oh yeah, I agree. But there's one game. There's one game that works perfectly fine online, and you can also buy if you want, but you don't need to buy Golden Axe.
Okay.
Ah, you know what game I mean? Which game? Devil's Third.
Right.
Yes. It works. It works perfectly fine, and people are they're still pissing me off, saying that you need to buy with for really tons of money extra eggs to buy blah 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 blah. I didn't spend a single extra money for buying eggs. You need to be a good gamer to get free eggs in that game, and that's it. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, Itadaki created a game that where you can be a good gamer, so you can own tons of awesome extra stuff in that game. But if you're not good enough, and if you want, you can buy extra eggs, golden eggs, to buy more weapons and sort of with real money, and
Right.
that's okay, I think.
Yeah, I don't necessarily mind optional stuff like that.
Hmm.
The stuff I don't like is like, pay, well, I mean, shout outs to Smash Brothers, but pay a couple bucks for like a new skin or something.
Hmm.
Like that shit. No, no. Why can't I just and shout outs to Super Mario Maker for doing it right, where you can earn all the fucking amiibo costumes without owning the amiibo. The amiibo just speeds it up.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit that amiibo should do.
Yes. In my opinion, okay, let's do not start and talk about Amiibo.
No, no, because I hate them too.
You know what I'm thinking about that Amiibo thing.
They're the
So
devil.
let's go to another announcement from today. Super Mario Galaxy 3. It's a possibility. They didn't announce that, but it's a possibility. And Miyamoto said on Eurogamer, yeah, if that game is a possibility and whatever, so we will launch that game not before the NX will get a launch or something. I don't know the fact, but they said, I think they mean something like the Super Mario Galaxy will be a possible game on the NX.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
that's a fucking no brainer.
mhm.
Like, why not? I don't understand that. There's a game you should be talking about, not fucking Pikmin 4. But yeah, like something like that is good. Something like that is what people want to hear. People wanted a traditional style of that sort of game. I mean, Super Mario 3D World was great, but
Mhm.
Super Mario Galaxy 3 or something akin to Super Mario 64
I
would have been
didn't like
better.
Super Mario 3D World. It was so easy to play. It was not that good. Super Mario Galaxy 2 is still, for me, the best 3D platformer I've ever played. And I want I want Super Mario Galaxy 3 on Wii U. Give me a Super Mario Galaxy 3 on Wii U. I would be so happy. Oh my god, I would cry. I would I would explode for happiness oh my god.
Yeah,
But
I mean it's that's a no-brainer.
mm,
Like that should have been, in development for a while now. That should be what
mm,
what Nintendo is focusing on.
yeah. But now, what is Nintendo doing with the Metroid series? Of course, they are killing it. I mean, seriously, what the hell? Why they announced that crappy, shitty, chibi crap game for the 3DS, and I was like, no, Nintendo, no, no, please change the name. That game could be a good game. I don't care if that game would be fun and whatever. And I heard from many people that it was really fun. Blast Ball was a really funny game and whatever. Yes, okay, it is maybe a good game, but please change the name, and don't mix it up in the Metroid universe. It's a chibi fuck game. I don't care about chibi in Metroid universe. I want a a new Metroid game with Samus Aran as a character, and I want more storyline, and that's why I loved Other M. It was not a well done game, but I loved it because Samus Aran was talking so much in that game, and I was like, "Oh my god, please talk more, Samus! I like your voice. I like everything. I like the storyline, and everything was perfect. I loved it." So I want Metroid Prime 4. Why, Nintendo? Give us Metroid Prime 4 with the Wiimote. I want the Metroid Prime 4 on the Wii U, playable with a Wiimote and nunchuck, and that would be really fantastic. I would be so happy. Or an NX as a launch title. Seriously, Nintendo, you would sell billions and millions of NX consoles with a Metroid on launch. Seriously. Ah, yeah. What do you think?
Sorry, I'm reading the comments on my lovely Pikmin
Yeah.
4 article. But yeah, I kind of still have hope for Federation Forces
Mm,
because I think it could be a decent game because really you haven't seen the single player aspect of the game, which could be very good. I mean, especially if it's through a hunters. I mean, obviously it's not going to be like a super canon game, and it's not meant to be like the next Metroid Prime, but like Prime Hunters was fun on the DS, and that was, I mean, the single player wasn't all that great in it, but it was fun to kind of have these hunters and meet these hunters and whatnot. So
it
um
was. It was. And that game would be even better if they didn't do a chibi graphic style. That's my biggest problem in that game. If you are doing a Metroid Prime Universe thing, a kind of game, and put chibi characters there, that's not for me. I don't want this. That's my biggest problem with that game.
yeah, um I mean, it's not the Metroid game everyone wanted, but I don't necessarily think that that means it's going to be a bad game. They probably should have taken the Splatoon route and just made it a new thing.
Mm,
Like
okay.
made it its own entity, made it its own unique sci-fi first-person shooter with interesting online modes.
Uh, by the way, before we continue talking, I think there's a troll in the chat.
Yeah, there
So
is.
I think I need to kick a troll, right? Let's kick a troll. Wait a second. And you can talk to the other guys if you
Okay.
want.
Yeah, Metroid Prime Hunters was great. It was actually a really well done online game as well.
Mm.
Um, it had voice chat in it on the DS, so um, it was very interesting and it was very well done. The single player wasn't that great, but definitely the multiplayer was super solid. Um, I'm actually kind of sick of the Galaxy World. They should take a break from it. The thing about the Galaxy World is, I mean, really, the Galaxy World can be any sort of world. It doesn't have to, be one sort of game. Like it's very fantasy based, so anything can happen within the levels of the world. I guess if you're talking about the overworld, then maybe I guess that's different, but um yeah,
Mm.
like
Okay.
Super Mario Galaxy is great.
Okay. So let's ask the guys and girls in the chat room they are no, no, what do they want from Nintendo with the NX and everything. So everyone, type your comments and comments. So send a message to Nintendo. What do you want from Nintendo? Seriously, what do you want from NX? What would you like to that NX will be a console? And I don't know what, Sean.
I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be just a standard home console. I really don't. It just doesn't seem like that's the direction they're going with it.
Mm, okay. Which game do you want? on the NX at first place?
Metroid. Come
Seriously,
out,
Metroid.
drop a Metroid at the launch of the system, because that's going to be something that kills many birds with one stone. Um, you're gonna have the Metroid fans finally be quiet and get their Metroid Prime game, and then you don't necessarily have to worry about that series for the entire console.
Hmm.
Like, you've
Okay.
got it out of the way, you've made everyone happy that wanted the game, you can move on. If you want to do something different, if you want to make another Metroid game and, like a corruption to other M sort of thing, cool, you can do that. But by launching, or, maybe not day one, but within the launch window of, 3 to 6 months, I would like to see Metroid, boom, right out the gates.
Oh yeah, I agree. Oh my god, yeah, Metroid. So, uh, we talk a lot, I think, about the possible future from Nintendo. So, what they are doing right now is a little bit crappy, in my opinion. I mean, they are putting even more amiibo. Okay, we are back in that amiibo section right now. But they're earning tons of money, and people are still buying tons of amiibo, and I don't know what they will do with the NX system. Maybe it's a hybrid console. Maybe it's a hybrid console smartphone thing, so you can connect with everyone via internet and mobile, and you can play everywhere you want. And maybe Nintendo will get rid of their handheld systems. Maybe the NX is the real hybrid shit, and Nintendo will deliver the real next gaming system. And I don't know. So we don't know. We don't know anything about NX. But Sean, what do you think? What do you think? When will Nintendo give us the first real information about the NX system?
Sometime next year. I don't I don't
Nah,
I don't think they'll do anything this year with it.
no, not this year, but maybe
Spring.
spring. Yeah, spring. Spring is good. And then they will give us lovely informations, and they will do that iPhone thing. They will give us the information, and 2 months later, we will get the NX.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, there's Nintendo actually has to do a lot of things before they even get to the NX. They have to first and foremost get through this holiday season. They have to announce the new loyalty program. They have to announce mobile games. So, there's a lot of stuff um, that has to be done even
Hmm.
before that.
Yeah. No, I'm reading comments here, and we didn't say on February. We said we are guessing when will Nintendo give us the first informations about the NX system, and I think the actual release will be in October or November next year. Well, worldwide, just like I think every Nintendo console, right? Nintendo consoles always launch in September or October, right?
Right.
Yeah, and
Well,
I
I mean,
think
most consoles do, just because you got, the holidays.
yes, exactly. And the first thing Nintendo really need to do is they need to deliver tons of awesome games.
Yes.
And that's why in my opinion, that's why this is the real reason why Nintendo um will put Zelda, the new Zelda game, into 2016. I think they will do a simultaneously release on the View version and the Nintendo NX version from that game, just like they did with Twilight Princess.
Yeah, I think you're right. Honestly, at first I was kind of against that, but I But then again, that's kind of a catch-22 because then unless there's two completely separate versions being worked on, then that would pretty much concede that the NX is just slightly above the Wii U, like the Wii was slightly above the GameCube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait to get the first information about that system. Seriously. So, everyone, seriously, rumors are rumors. So, duh, whatever. And of course, we're part of those rumor spreading machines in the internet. But whatever. Don't trust those rumors. Only trust the real source. Us. Right, Sean?
Exactly. Everyone else is dumb and doesn't know what they're talking about.
Oh, good words, good words. So, everyone, now here we have some more minutes for questioning and answering some questions. So please type your questions in the chat, and we are here to answer them. Sean,
So,
tell me some things. So, you don't like Pikmin? Okay, I get that. But
right.
did you play Pikmin 3?
I dabbled in it. I've never really like I see how Pikmin is a good game. I see how it has a fan base, but it's just not a game that I could ever really find myself getting into. I don't even know why, because it seems like a game that I would like, but I never really fell in love with it. Like I just was like, oh, this is pretty cool, but I don't think I'm gonna buy it.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Aha! Ah! 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 Ah!
And you know what other game I'm the same way with? The Wonderful 101. Never
Oh,
could get into it.
you liked it?
I liked it, but I didn't love it.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
it never
it
was a
was
game.
that kind of game. I like it, but I didn't love it. Bayonetta 2 was awesome.
Oh
That
yeah.
was a fantastic
That
game.
was yeah, that was that's the kind of shit Nintendo needs to do.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I know what we can talk about in the last minutes.
What's that?
Devil's Third.
Okay, yeah.
So I bought that game, the Japanese version first, and then I bought the German version. Why? Because the Japanese version was censored. Yeah, there were no splatter effects and no gore effects in that game, and I was like, "What? I want that." So I bought the German version because that was uncut, and I was like, "Why?" Germany is the first country where they are uh, censoring everything, and I don't know. And this one was not censored. But anyway, the bad reviews. So, did you read some of them?
I did.
And did
Yeah.
you read the specific section about that multiplayer?
Yes.
So, what do you think about those ratings?
I think they're I think they're low, to be honest with you. I don't to me Devil's like a 3.5 game and lower, a 4 and lower has to have something in it that makes it, to the point of unplayability.
Mm-hmm.
And Devil's Third doesn't. I mean, I've watched your fucking videos of the online play, and it looks fun. Like it looks like a very fun, decent, unspectacular game. Very very middleware, not shovelware, not great, but
Mm-hmm.
middleware. So
Yeah.
I don't understand quite why the the people are being so harsh on the game. It doesn't. I mean, yes, the game obviously has problems, but the multiplayer is actually one of the better aspects to me from what I've seen for the game. So Yeah, like Active Sin said, Devil's Third looks like a 6, a 6, a 7, something like that, you know?
Yes. And
Not a 3.5 like bearing
it
it
has actually lower scores than Sonic Boom.
like exactly. And Sonic Boom is dog shit.
It's oh wow. Um I think I know the real reason why that game got so bad reviews. And I think I know the real reason why Nintendo had a big problem to release that game in the United States. But they hadn't any problems on releasing that game in Japan or Europe, but in the United States. There's a simple thing about that game that really pisses many people in the United States. Do you want to hear it?
Of course I do.
It's very simple. The first thing is the main protagonist. He's Russian. Yes. The political reasons, they're so in this game. That game starts in Guantanamo Bay with Ivan, the main character. He's in jail for 850 years as a terrorist, and then the world is going mad, and they need help from a Russian guy sitting in Guantanamo Bay and to save the world. That's one of the biggest problems for Nintendo America, and that's I think totally that's the real reason why this why Nintendo had so big problems to release that game in the United States. But they need to do that because they had a contract, and that's why Itadaki posted the contract on his Facebook page. So here it is, Nintendo, fuck you, here's our contract, so fuck you, you need to release that game in the United States. And that's why Nintendo announced that game in for December.
Hmm.
Simple.
I'm not going to say that. I mean that could be a possibility. I don't know. I didn't really know I didn't really know some of that the political
Yeah,
stuff with it. But I mean
but at
even
Gamescom I met four no well-known reviewers. I don't name I didn't give here names. I asked them about Devil's Third and why they're giving that game a low point on their reviews for the multiplayer, because the fact is they couldn't play the multiplayer thing at that point where the reviews got were released, because the servers are not they were not online at that point.
right.
So so they gave the multiplayer 3 from 10 points, and that didn't make any sense. So that's a really bad review in my opinion. And I said, so why you are not updating your reviews after that game got a release and the servers went online 1 day before official release? And you all know that the Japanese servers are not compatible with the European servers, because there are many different game modes in the different countries because of the censorship and everything. So why you are doing this? Why you are giving that game so low scores and lying about the multiplayer? They're simply lying. Most review medias out there, they lied about the score from Devil's Third. They lied about the multiplayer. The multiplayer is most of the funniest things I've played in the last couple of years, seriously. And I played tons of games, especially on PC. And Devil's Third multiplayer was really, it's still awesome. I am so laughing most times, and I'm playing with 60 gamers Show me a game on Wii U where you can play with 16 gamers online and it's working really fantastically. And there are like 15 online modes in that game. When I watch Splatoon online, seriously, that's piece of garbage. That's garbage. And people are hyping Splatoon like it's not a bad game. It's
No,
Splatoon is seriously not a bad game. It's really fun and looks like fantastically well designed game and whatever. But the online mode from Devil's Third is a million times better than the game than everything in Splatoon. That's
it
my
seems
opinion.
more. It seems more robust.
Yes, it
Like
is
there's more to do.
with 16 players simultaneously.
Right. Not
Yes.
4-on-4
So
constantly.
I forgot about the questions.
All
So-
right, new questions starting now. Go ahead and start posting your questions.
okay.
But yeah, I knew there was going to be some bullshit with Devil's Third. Just like there's bullshit. I'm sure. Have you heard about like the Metal Gear 5 reviews? The initial ones from the big places.
Hmm.
There was a Konami like proctor there. Like you know how when you take a test and there's like a proctor in the room to make sure you're not cheating. There was a proctor and he was saying, "Oh, you can't do that. You can't do this. You can't talk about that. You can't talk about this in your review." And that's why so many fucking 10 out of 10s came out for the game because I mean, every single person that has been playing the game likes it, says it's a good game, but
Hmm.
says it's not as good as previous entries in the series.
Hmm.
So why is everyone sucking its dick so hard? Like, I'm sorry, but I from what I've seen, I've watched, probably 5 hours of um of gameplay from that game. And it looks fun, but it doesn't look as good as Metal Gear 3 did. It doesn't look as good as Metal Gear 4 did. It doesn't look as good as Metal Gear 1 did. So what is going on? I don't get it.
Yeah, I think there's kind of the hype thing in that game. It's like one of the last game or the last game from Hideo Kojima or something. And I don't know. There's a big hype factor in that game in Metal Gear Solid 4 5,
Of course.
sorry. And I didn't play that. I can't say anything about this game. I want to play this. I'm still waiting for my PC version. And I don't know. I can say anything about this game, but you're right. There are some weird embargoes on like every game when you get it all early, especially a game from Nintendo. Don't forget that. I mean, Nintendo has the biggest, weirdest embargo things in on games.
Very true, but they never tell you can't specifically talk about like if they tell you can't talk about something, it's usually like 99% of the time it's just because they want something to be a surprise or something. It's never like basic gameplay stuff. So I don't really have a problem with their stuff.
Yeah, I remember Super Mario 3D World, where there was the embargo. You can talk about Rosalina until the game got a release, and then they announced Rosalina 2 weeks before the embargo ended with a Nintendo Direct, and then yeah, shit happened.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, Nintendo. Okay, we got questions here. Is Metal Gear Solid 5 the last game of the series? I don't think so.
Oh, I fucking wish it was. It should have ended on 4.
Yes, exactly. 4 was so good. I liked 4 so much, but then they want more money. Don't
Of
forget,
course.
it's Konami.
Yes.
What happened to 90s arcade racer?
Last I heard, it's still in development. They had some issues with like internal team issues. It's a very small team that's making the game, but last I heard, everything's good. They did a hold on, I'm just getting tweets. I'm trying to get that fucking Cube game. Ah, yes. Hey, how is that game? Is it fun? It looks fun.
Which game?
Cube director's cut. the first person.
Cube. Cube is
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
No, it's actually not. The
Not
View
good.
is good. That game is good. I own the PC version for like ever, and then I got the finally got the Wii U version, and I tested it, and it was solid. It was good. It runs in 60 frames per second, but there are seriously sound problems in that game. I had so many times weird sound problems though, so no sound at all, or creepy mixed broken sound effects in that game. So I think they messed up the Wii U version.
That oh god, I was really looking forward to that game too.
Mhm. But it looks good. I mean, it's simple, and I did a comparison video between the PC and the Wii U version, and it looks really okay on the Wii U.
All
And
right.
but that sound problem, that's really weird.
What did you play? The European one?
Yeah, the European one, yes.
Maybe the American one. They fixed it because America
Uh,
rules.
I don't
Nah,
know.
probably not.
Yeah, I sent them an email, and I'm still waiting for a response. Maybe they will do a patch or something. I don't know, but it's still a good game. It's
Yeah,
really
honestly,
good.
I've been looking forward to that game for like way too long. I don't even
Yes.
know why, because like I think it's just because it looks really, it has a clean art style and it looks
Mm,
pretty and it looks so different than a lot of other indie games.
mm,
And that's on the Wii U, that is. So that's why.
okay.
Uh, all right, you have a question in the room from the game Samla.
The game Samla. What console do you have, Tilman? And say hello to me once. Hello, the game Samla. Well, I met him at Gamescom. He's really,
Okay.
really nice. He's really cool. So, what console do I have? He asked. Oh my god. I have the SNES, N64, GameCube, Dreamcast, the Wii U, uh, Wii U, and then another Wii U, and then a fourth Wii U, a PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, PlayStation 4, a lovely, awesome PC. And if I will, I can put handhelds as a gaming platform. So I own 12 3DS systems.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. Um, and I own a PlayStation Vita. Oh my goodness, I own a PlayStation Vita, and I never played it. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. What consoles do you own?
Oh Jesus. NES, Super NES, N64, Dreamcast, 3DO, which I'm kind of trying to sell right now. PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. Had a PlayStation 3, but I don't know. I got rid of it for some reason. Original Xbox. I'm missing something. 32X. Um, Game Boy, Game Gear, Game Boy Pocket, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance,
Oh
Game Boy Advance
God.
SP, Nintendo DS, Nintendo DSi, 3DS or new 3DS XL because I sold my old 3DS, and then I have a shit ton of clone systems. I have a clone system for just Nintendo games that I use sometimes just when I'm fucking around. Oh, I got a ColecoVision too. Um, I got a Retron 5, of course. That's how I get all my gameplay on this channel. I've got a Superboy, which is a portable Super Nintendo, and I have a FC Mobile 2, which is a portable NES.
Are you seriously serious?
Yeah, I'm
What the
dead
hell?
serious. I have a lot of shit.
Wow, that's amazing. I want to see a picture later from every console on Twitter. Post a picture. I'm
Well,
into
some are down. Like I have a big, beautiful CRT TV downstairs.
no
So like
you.
I have my N64, my Dreamcast, my Coleco, my 3DO, and my Super Nintendo down here. Really, only in the game room I play. Oh wait, I forgot the Wii and the Wii U and shit. How did I forget that? I play. I play my Wii. I have my Wii U downstairs because I have a HD TV down here, but upstairs I keep my Wii because I like to play the progressive scan GameCube games on it.
Oh
Like I just
yeah.
I've been playing Rogue Squadron 2. Holy
Oh,
shit,
that's
that game
GameCube.
still looks fucking good.
Yes, exactly. And I played that Battlefront game, that new game at Gamescom, and I was like, "That's Star Wars Rogue Squadron from GameCube." I mean, seriously,
Yeah,
I played that for like 5 million hours back then, and that's seriously a good game. The
that
best
is such a good game.
on GameCube. I mean. Yeah. Oh my goodness, what's that on your hand?
What?
Is that your
Cigarette or a
phone?
cell phone? That's
Oh,
my cell
that's your phone. And a cigarette.
and a cigarette.
So, everyone, do you have more questions? We are here. We are sexy. We are awesome. You got a haircut.
Yeah, I cut my hair the other day. I got bored. I was actually I got done filming a video and like I was waiting for it to render and I went to the bathroom, I took a whiz and I looked in the mirror and I was like, I'm bored with this. I'm bored with this long hair. It's too much work, so I just fucking cut it all off. Yes,
Yeah.
Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo is the reason why this 3DO is still in my house because every time I get close to I do have a virtual boy. I have two virtual boys. Forgot about those.
What? I wanted.
I don't know why I have to. I think one was my old housemates. But yeah, that's the reason I still own the 3DO because most of the games on it are not that good. Like Road Rash is pretty good on 3DO. There's a couple decent first person games, but yeah, I just don't know. Um,
Oh,
I,
and I forgot about this one. Yeah, I got the Oculus. I got the Oculus. The
that's true.
Oculus Rift. And yeah, I think that I can. You know what? I played 3DS with that, and it was fun as shit. Seriously, that was crazy playing 3D games directly into in your brain. Oh god, that was so creepy playing 3DS games with the Oculus Rift. I need to do videos with that. Sean, you need to someday you need to come to Germany. Seriously, come and visit me in Germany.
I should. Did you meet up with Eli from Nintendo Enthusiast when he was out at
No,
Gamescom?
no, I waited for some information for contacting, and I don't know. Mm-mm, I didn't meet him.
I think he was pretty much in and out of there. It was like a school trip or something. Um, I missed the beginning of the stream. Do you think Pikmin 4 is going to be Wii U or NX? I think Wii U.
Yes, I think Wii U too. Monkey Jump, can you copy paste the questions you asked, please, so I can. Do you guys feel that the Wii U will have same legacy like the Dreamcast has now in years to come? No, the
Yes.
Dream. No, I
Why?
mean the Dreamcast was the Dreamcast. It was Sega's last console, and that's why it's a legacy.
But it
And
had a really good software lineup though, which the Wii U has a really. I mean, to like to me and you, the Wii U has a lacking software lineup. But if I just bought one, there's a fuck ton of good games for it.
for the Wii U, you mean?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
like
of course,
like
of course. The Wii U has tons of lovely, awesome games, but I think it will not have the legacy status like in few years, just like the Dreamcast did. I mean, it's not not a special console in my opinion.
I think it could be. Hindsight's always 2020,
The
anyways.
Wii will be a legacy console.
The Wii is a legacy console.
Yeah,
Holy
it is.
shit, there are so many good fucking games for that thing.
Oh yeah, and I still love my Wii, and God, I love the times where I played with my Wii console seriously. And by the way, yesterday I was on a birthday party, and I talked with a 15-year-old Nintendo fan about some games and everything, and he said to me his favorite Zelda game is Skyward Sword.
Hmm. There's
Yes,
a
and
there's a small contingency of people that are like that.
me too. Ah, Skyward Sword is my favorite Zelda game. And I was like, seriously? Thank you. Oh my god. And yeah, I mean, most of those people I know, especially Zelda fans, said Skyward Sword was the worst Zelda game. And I don't
I don't
know.
think it was the worst. I loved the art style. I just didn't. I don't know. The Wii controls got to me after a while.
Hmm.
The slashing and all that stuff. But it was a good
Um,
game.
Monkey Jump asked, "What do you think about? What do you think Retro Studios game is gonna be? Metroid?
No,
No.
I don't
Oh,
think so.
please don't say Donkey Kong. I mean, seriously.
No, I don't. Well, I don't know. They announced Pikmin 4 after Pikmin 3 didn't sell that well. So why not announce Donkey Kong when Tropical Freeze didn't sell that well?
Oh, Tropical
Um,
Freeze was.
I liked the game, but
Ah.
I thought it looked really good.
Yeah.
But I
I
don't.
don't like that game. I mean, the loading times were shit. They
Yeah.
were shit, and the game was fun. It was okay, but it was not their best thing.
No, it wasn't. But it was a solid game. Much like Pikmin 4 will be a solid game, but it's not what's needed. Donkey Kong, that's a perfect analogy. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze was not the game they needed at the start of 2014. Was it 2014? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was not the
No.
game they needed.
No, yeah, 14, yeah. Sean, where are you from?
Oh, I answered it in the chat.
Hmm.
I answered it in the chat.
Okay. I didn't see that. Oh my god. I need to visit the United States someday.
It kind of sucks.
Yeah.
It's not all that great.
Why you're saying that? It's your country.
I know. I'm just real.
Yeah. One day I want to visit Canada. Because
Canada's a cool place.
Canada.
I'm supposed to go to Canada
Yeah, what about
in
that plan?
November,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get off from the day job / have enough money to do it. I'm
No.
going to PAX East in 2016 for sure,
Hmm.
up in Boston.
Is the Paxis good?
Yeah, Jason went last year, and like Renegade Kid and Image and Form were there. He said it's
So
because
every
like
cool people.
yeah, he said it's like a more casual E3. Like I haven't been to E3, and that's because I don't think I would like E3 because I don't know. It seems very not really prim and proper, but it just seems more of like businessy. Whereas PAX East is just like everyone's just fucking chilling and having fun. So
Hmm. That
uh,
sounds
um,
good. That sounds
have you
really good
seen
to me.
the new NX rumor on my Nintendo News? I don't. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't read that website.
I didn't see that too. Please post a link so we can, so I can look what rumor you mean. I mean, we are here for like nearly 1.5 hours, and we talked a lot about Nintendo NX, and I think we said everything what that rumor is saying. I don't know.
Do you like GameStop? No.
No.
Fuck GameStop.
Yes, please. Fuck them. Shh, don't say that.
Fuck Game. I worked there. I can say that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
They
You
tried to
guys heard
fire
him?
me.
He worked there and he hated.
They tried to fire me because I got robbed.
What?
Think,
Yeah.
think
Oh
about that for a
God.
second.
What
Yeah.
assholes?
Do you
Seriously.
think we'll ever get another Golden Sun game on handhelds? Yes.
Yeah. I want a Golden Sun game on my Wii U with
Me too.
big epic graphics. Yeah, a dream is a dream. So, Sean, I think 1.5 hours is a good thing for a live streaming,
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
It's a good time. So I think this is here we go with our last words. So okay, Sean, it's your time. Say something about you, and to everyone here in the chat, it's your time.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming and hanging out with us. It was definitely a fun time talking about all sorts of stuff. Make sure you visit Nintendo Enthusiast. Make sure you subscribe or NintendoEnthusiast.com. Make sure you subscribe to Nintendo Enthusiast YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to the guy who just said hi with a bunch of exclamation marks, because that is me in the chat room, RetroGamingTube 85. Do lots of retro shit on this channel. It's pretty cool. And yeah, thanks for coming in and hanging out.
You heard him, everyone. That was Sean Long. And of course, I posted in the description from this video all the links to Nintendo Enthusiast and Sean's personal channel to Retro Gaming Tube. And go and subscribe. And you guys and girls know that we are the best Nintendo gamers out there. So
Yeah.
you need to subscribe to Sean and to Nintendo Enthusiast, and they're really, really doing awesome, amazing stuff, the best Nintendo related stuff on the internet. And I hope you enjoyed our live streaming and our talking about Nintendo's recent announcements about the Super Mario Galaxy 3 and Pikmin 4 and Nintendo X and other things, and what we thought about that. And yay. And don't forget, everything we said was mentioned to be crazy, and our brains are really, really messed up. Right, Sean?
Oh, yeah.
And that's why we did that. So we are Nintendo gamers. And don't forget, you guys and girls, by the way, I will change my channel name very, very soon. And I'm going away from Nintendo domination. Yeah, I think this is the first time I'm announcing this, right? I don't know.
Yeah, this is the first I've heard of it.
Yeah, they're working my new network, gaming Clarks. They're working on it for changing the name on from Nintendo Domination into something other. And I think in my recent videos I posted a watermark, and that will that's including the name from my new channel. And yeah. So, okay, I think that was enough talking. Oh my God. Well, Sean, thank you for joining this live streaming. Thank you for everything.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome, of course. And I say good night, everyone. Good night, and directly love to you.
Directly to you.
To you. And yay, see ya. And don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Both our channels, all channels.
Thumbs up.
Yay, thumbs up. Woohoo.